like the Geary tournament?
This is our first year.
This
is our first year going to it, and I mean it's a big tournament. It's one of the toughest tournaments in the whole state. I mean it's nationally known. So I mean lots of college coaches, college recruiters just go in there watching. I mean pressure's on, but I mean you got to go in there and be confident and just wrestle the same way you've been wrestling all year.
Does Coach Ford say anything to you guys about that?
No.
The tournament or what it's like to go there?
Well, Coach Ford he just keeps acting like it's the same tournament. Or another tournament, but he's acting like it's gonna be a really tough one, and there aren't gonna be any easy matches. Because this tournament's different than others because there are no seedings.
Yeah.
So you could wrestle the second best guy in the bracket right off the bat.
I know that's one of the main things that's different about this tournament. Like you said, it's a blind draw. There's no seeding for the tournament. I guess as a wrestler, what's that like knowing that potentially the bracket could be backwards, where the toughest kids you wrestle can be the first, second matches.
Right.
It could maybe potentially get easier as you go along. What's that like? Does that affect your mindset at all? Or
sometimes whenever I go to tournaments, I get a decent seed. So my first few matches are not the toughest matches I'm going to wrestle, but at this tournament I know that no matter who it is, no matter when it is in the tournament, I got to go out there and wrestle like it's the finals.
What you mentioned some earlier about the college coaches being there. I guess is that something that you've thought about at all, or any other guys talked about that? Or
well, not really. The other guys. My dad's been kind of pushing it on me, and knowing that the college coaches are being there. You got to go out there, and my dad said put on a show for them and give them something to watch and kind of do something special for them.
Is that put more pressure on you feel like?
I feel
knowing that the coaches will be there, or is that something you just try and forget about, just try and go do your thing on the mat?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go ahead and kind of push all that aside and just go out there and wrestle like I always do.
Well, what do you think would be a successful weekend for you guys at a tournament like this, where it's, I think the number one team from
as a team or as a
as a team. What's a successful weekend for you guys at this tournament?
As a team, if we get lots of if we go out there and we get tough guys, and we lose, but we wrestle our hardest and we wrestle our heart out, then I feel like that's a successful weekend. But if we get people that are giving up and stuff like that, then that'd be a poor tournament. And I hope that everybody just goes out there and fights.